Hi everyone, how are you? I'm really happy to again to be with you again, bringing a new update for you in this month about what the Lord has been doing in October. And yes, we are here in November, starting the new month. And but yeah, just I want to take this time to update you a little bit what the Lord has been doing in the month of October. So yes, I would like to add another more podcasts during the month, like maybe one or two more during the month, so I can talk a little bit more about what the Lord has been telling me in my life, in my personal life. Um, yes, like for example, the Lord has been speaking to me about to deny myself and take my cross and to follow Him. And this is the way that I'm trying to do it, like daily. But yes, I have this desire to share with you what the Lord has been telling me in my daily days. But for now, I want to start with this podcast. So, yes, hello again. Um, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more what the Lord has been doing in this month of October. And as you know, if you heard the last month about October and the things that I've been studying, like like the school Creative DTS. I don't know if you remember a little bit about it, but it's a discipleship training school for creative and artist persons, and this is specifically for the JAH people. So yes, I've been moving through these things. I didn't start this school since last month, but I've been working in this school since maybe January, February, something like that. So the Lord is letting me to now put in practice all the things that I've been working in a theoretical way. And I have a team. Like I'm the leader of this school, but also I have two more persons um, working and walking with me in this season. The first one, her name is Evina. Evina is from the Netherlands, and she has been saying yes to the Lord to to leave her house, to leave the family and friends, to come here in Mexico City and to start missions, but also to disciple Jude people. And yes, she has been saying yes to the Lord, and she's one of the staff working with me in this school. And the other one, he's from Mexico, but he has a great heart for the people and a great heart for his friends. His name is Eric, and yes, he has been working with me as well um, some months ago in this school, and it's a pleasure that the Lord is opening the doors so we can um, start this school. We have three, no, six students that they decide to come and to know God more and to make Him known at some point. And yes, they are from different countries. Three of them are boys, and the rest of three are girls. And three of them are foreigners, and three of them are Mexicans from the States and Austria, but also from Puebla, Mexico City, and Oaxaca. So it's a kind of weird mix, but the Lord is so good with us. And yes, we have been um, walking in this school since 6 weeks ago, and the Lord has been so good. We have been talking about the Father heart of God, about the character and nature of God, about how to hear God's voice, and yes, like the revelation has been shown to us like really strong. And yes, with all these things like taking care of the students but also taking care of the staff, there are a lot of things as a leader to fulfill. Like I don't know how I can like think about me, what the things and the tasks and homework that I've been doing in this season, and it has been a lot, but it's because of the Lord that I have the energy and the strength to do it, like really cool. And yes, um, with all these things about the school, but also more stuff out of the ministry, there's many challenge that yes that I've been struggling. Well, not struggling, but trying to yes to fulfill these things. There are a lot of things to do, a lot of things to still work on it, but I want to tell you something. The Lord has been faithful in this time. The Lord has been helping us until this time. And this is a phrase I don't remember in which part of the Bible says this phrase, and I don't know like exactly the like the yes like the verse exactly in the Bible. I just know it in Spanish that says Ebenezer hasta aquí nos ha ayudado el Señor. Or in English I will try to translate it, but again I don't remember and like in which part of the Bible and if this is like the real translation. But Ebenezer, until this point the Lord has been helping us. So yes, like the Lord has been helping us a lot until this point. There are a lot of challenges. I can tell you some of them. I've been talking with Jesus about like Jesus, you were a man here on the earth, and you got family, you had friends, you had ministry, you have parents and also siblings, but also your relationship with God. How did you do all these things? Like taking care of all these things. And I'm trying to find the answer in him, but he's telling me like just yeah like just try to rest in me, try to rest in me, like really try to do it. um yes, I'm trying to follow the leadership of Jesus like a lot. I don't want to create or build a leadership of myself or a leadership that the base can create in us, but I want to bring there, and I want to live the leadership of Jesus in my life. So I've been talking with Jesus about all these things. Why God chose me, why I'm the chosen one to be here leading a school. But yeah, I don't know why, and I don't know how, but all the things has been fulfilled because of the Lord. And can I tell you something? Until this point, the Lord has been helping us. Missionary Heart Community, until this point, the Lord has been helping us. And yes, and this thing, I can think about the other like topic that I'm been living in this month of October, and is to be dependence of God, to find a dependence of God or in God. Yes, like I don't know how to say it, like really, um, but there's something. Do you remember that since the beginning of this podcast, I told you that the Lord has been speaking to my life something special, and I've been finding the dependence of God because of this phrase. I was now we are in November 3rd. I will try to post this podcast today. I don't promise it at all, but I will try to do it. But the last Sunday, I preached in a church. They invited me to share a word for the church, and I preached something about the Great Commission and missions. And yeah, they asked me to do it, and so I started like um, sharing some examples in the Bible, but also some elements or keys that I found here in the ministry. But there's something that was like highlighting in this preaching. Don't get excuses to preach the gospel. Don't get excuses to share the gospel, because all the world needs to hear Jesus. Maybe we cannot do it in the same way as me I'm doing, as I am doing, like going, leaving my house, leaving my church, leaving my family, my friends, and to come here in a weird place to just go on missions and to share the gospel to people that I don't know, but to live daily my desires, to deny daily my thoughts, and just to follow God. We can do it in other ways, like to support financially the missions. This is not like an announcement, but I encourage you to do it because you can be part of this. But anyways, there are a lot of ways to share the gospel to the people, because they need to hear the gospel. They don't know it, but they need to hear the gospel. Why we are what we are doing now. There's no a lot of missionaries going to the missions. But thank God for the ones that we have been saying yes to Him, to say, yes, I will go until the end of the earth to share it. And this is something that I was talking with the church. Like, my last point of this preaching was to be willing to do this. The key is deny yourself, take your cross, and follow God. And this is really hard. I left my house, I left my family, I left my friends, and it was hard. I left my job. But family, community, until this point, the Lord has been helping us. Yes. Take your cross, deny yourself, and follow Jesus. Something hard, but it works. And yeah, this is something that I've been working and something that I've been doing. I took all the DTS and the students to go on outreach and a little missionary trip about 2 weeks. The last week we went to small towns in another state called Hidalgo here in Mexico, and we got an introduction about missions and about evangelism and to share the gospel and these things with the students because they are new in this. But we have been doing evangelism during this week, like the week that has passed and is almost done. I'm gonna give you a little bit of context. Here in Mexico, there's a festival celebration in November and October called Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead. And it's something like traditional as a culture is really nice, but like the feedbacks or something like that. Um, if you can like understand more about the culture, about this festivity, is really hard and it's really deep, and that's why we took like this trip to prepare ourselves to prepare the ministry, so in order to go and share the gospel, in order to go and preach the gospel with the people because they need. But thank God, because many people receive a prayer, many people receive the gospel, many people, yes, the Lord has been doing great things. Because do you know why? The Lord has been helping us until this point. So thank you for all of you that has been supporting this mission, and we're still working on this. We still need to go to more different places in the world to fulfill this school, discipleship and training school. So yes, like if I can say something, this is like summarize what the Lord has been doing in us, what the Lord has been doing in the school, but what the Lord has been doing in my life. And thank you so much to take this time to hear this podcast. I'm trying to learn and relearn a lot of the English, so I'm trying. And if there's something I can improve, please let me know. Please send me a message. because I really want to do it. It's a challenge to create podcasts in English, but this is my heart also for you, so you also can understand and to know what the Lord is doing in my life. Because some of you are my supporters, and I thank you a lot because, yes, you are being part of this discipleship. People prepare youth people to go to missions and to share the gospel to the people. And thank you so much for that. And I think that's it. I'm done. And if there's something I can help you, please send me a message. But thank you so much to take this time to hear this podcast. And see you soon.